Welcome to ETT, sub peeps. Was it a big win for smaller phones in 2020-2021 after the massive fail of the 12 mini and the success of the 12 and 12 Pro? I had to ask that question. Thanks to our friends over at iTech Computing Limited for this iPhone SE for this review. My current iPhone is an 8 Plus that I've been using for the last 2 to 3 years, and I just recently experienced the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. Check out that review. Big phones are surely great for media consumption. What are the advantages of small phones? Reachability, fits well in your pocket. I struggle to find them, and with the iPhone SE, which is such a small phone, from form factor to screen, the screen on this phone is 4.7 inches and the phone itself coming at 5.5 inches. When I put it side by side with my 8 Plus, the entire phone fits in the 8 Plus screen. This is possibly the smallest screen on any smartphone in 2021. The real question is, what does this mean for performance? And how does the battery life hold up over long use? We know that iPhones are well optimized to use what seems to be basic resources but still perform well against the competition. So I've been using this iPhone for the past couple of days. Or have I? To be honest, I haven't. I've been using the phone less and less the longer I have it. Reason being, because of the small screen, I find myself putting it down to use my laptop or my 8 Plus to watch more content. So I consume a lot of media, especially YouTube, Instagram and stuff like that. And I believe that this screen is just way too small when it comes to consuming a lot of media. Not to mention that I just did a review of the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra. Now that phone is a media consumption beast. I loved it while I have it. I was playing games, I was doing all the stuff when I had that phone. With this phone, I can't even imagine playing video games on it. The screen is so tiny. With that said, the SE is still a good phone. The photos and videos are just as good as any iPhone, minus the better lens. Alright, so I'm on the beach, basically doing some, testing of the phone, the quality out on the beach. I'm here with my son in the sun. I don't know what the audio quality sound like for the iPhone SE 2020. Should be good, it's Apple. You know Apple does them thing already. But I'm looking at the dynamic range. I'm looking at how it actually works with the, so I'm actually gonna put it in the sun. Beach is pretty clean, water seems nice. Not because it has only one camera means that it's less capable of capturing great photos and videos. The screen seems a bit brighter than my iPhone 8 Plus. However, my iPhone 8 Plus have been through many screen replacements, so I don't know if that's the reason. So the battery life on the SE is not great. But if you plan to go for such a small phone, there will be compromise. It's only a 1821 milliamp battery and definitely will not last you a whole day with heavy use. Let's compare to my 8 Plus with a battery size of 2691 milliamp. Don't let the battery life between these two phones trick you. The SE has a smaller screen and less component to push, making both battery life comparable. And I was using the SE less and less for media consumption, so it was lasting longer than my 8 Plus. I know you might be asking, should such a phone exist in 2020, 2021 with such huge bezel when all the competitor phones are either cheaper and have bigger and brighter screens? Well, Apple does their own thing and dictate what and what should not exist in their world. Even the notch and the lightning cable still exist in 2021. I'll give the notch a pass because of Face ID, but the lightning cable need to go. Apple, please come up with something that can allow faster charging. It's clear you guys will never go to USB-C on the iPhone. Now, let's get back to the SE. It is quite responsive, even more so than my 3-year-old 8 Plus. But I just can't get over this tiny screen. IG, YouTube, anything that I want to consume a lot of media on just looks so small on this phone. It is just so tiny. Now, would I recommend this phone? Well, I would recommend this phone to somebody who just want to make calls, text. For instance, you want to purchase this phone for a child or someone older who will not be doing a lot of media consumption. It is a good gateway phone into the Apple ecosystem and a perfect device if you want to contact your loved ones. But it is just not for YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, anything that has to do with media consumption. I don't believe that this is the best phone to get right now in 2021. I'm sure there are better phones out there or even better iPhones out there if you are interested in getting a phone for media consumption. An iPhone 10 or upwards would be a better decision if you're planning to use the Apple ecosystem. And on the Samsung side, an S20 and upwards. Any phone with a screen size of 5.5 inches and upwards would be a better decision. Now I understand the demise of the 12 mini. It was just too small and the price point did not help it at all when you could just get a 12 or a 12 Pro. However, in the rumor mill, the SE 2021, which will be launching in the coming months, should be a better phone with a bigger screen, at least the same form factor, but the screen itself will be bigger. I hope so. Apple, let's see. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, if you like videos like this, click the like button and feel free to subscribe. This is ETT. Blessings and guidance.